Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing this look with you. This is kind of my go-to holiday look. I think it's perfect for any of your holiday parties or if you're just going out in the winter time. I mean, this would work for any time of the year, let's be honest. But this has kind of just been my recent nighttime go-to look. So I figured I would share it with you. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Also, everything that I mentioned today will be listed down below in the bottom bar so that you're not searching all over the place for it. So let's get into this look. Starting out, the only thing I have on my face right now is my moisturizer. This is the Original Skin from Origins, the matte moisturizer. This is one of my absolute favorite moisturizers, and so that's been on my skin for about 5 minutes, and now I'm going to go in with primer. This is the Dermalogica, it's upside down, the Dermalogica Hydro Blur, and this stuff will blur out your pores like there's no tomorrow. So I'm just going to take a small little amount and just put it in the areas that I have enlarged pores around my nose, and you just kind of want to almost pat that in. I kind of push it into my skin as I'm blending it out. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for primer today. My lips have been so dry recently, so I'm going to put some of this sugar lip treatment on. This is from Fresh, and this is what the packaging looks like. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it has these little an exfoliating tip so that it really exfoliates your lips. It's so cool. So you just kind of rub it on your lips to get some of the dead skin off. I forgot to mention before I did this, but you just twist this up and the product comes out of the top of it, but I don't want to twist it up again since I just put it on. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I have this in 2 shades. This one is too light and this one is too dark. I have 15 beige and 2 alabaster. They're both very neutral tones. This foundation has so many shades. I'm sure that there's a shade for you. It has all different undertones, so you're sure to find a foundation that will work for you. So I'm very neutral undertoned, and they have, oh my gosh, they just have so many shades of this. So as you can see, this one's super dark, so I'm just putting a couple dots on it. And this foundation, it dries really quickly, so I do kind of one side of my face at a time. Now that foundation is done, to set everything, I'm going to use my Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. I love it because the formula is really good and it's affordable, but it does not smell good. I say that every single time I use it just because I feel like I have to warn you, but the scent does dissipate pretty quickly, so it's not really a big deal to me. I just put a little bit of in my cap, and then I swirled my brush around and I'm just tapping off the excess. I'm using my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna set my entire face. For bronzer today, I am going to be using the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the color Capri Coast. This is one of my absolute favorite shades. I think this is so gorgeous. First, I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques contour brush and just take a little bit and kind of pop it into the hollows of my cheekbones. Really lightly, and then on the temples and kind of the sides of my forehead. I'm not going to do a true contour. I'm just kind of setting this down before I just go in and do an all over bronzer. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my Eco Tools, I believe this is the full powder brush. This is my favorite brush for bronzer, and I'm just going to tap my brush in and then do the 3E. So I'll do a 3 and an E, and you kind of hit your temples and the sides of your forehead, and then you go down onto your cheeks and you kind of hit all of those areas where the sun would naturally hit your skin, and you just warm up your face. I don't use concealer every single day, and today I didn't use it. I have a full coverage concealer and foundation in one. So I just put that under my eyes and then on my eyelids too to kind of even out the tone. So I'm going to go in, I just kind of like buffed out the creases that were foundation in on my eyelids. So now I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and take a little bit of that bronzer and just throw that into the crease and on my lid, because this is a great transition color and it kind of matches what you already have going on your skin. And this is going to also set that foundation that I had on my eyelids so that it won't crease anymore. So this will be kind of like the beginning of our eye look. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Becca palette. This is the Blush with Light palette, and I love this. I think I got it last year around the holidays, and I'm gonna go in and mix these two shades. This is Wisteria and this is Songbird. And I'm taking my Morphe E4. Okay, I totally forgot how pigmented these blushes are. So you have to be very, very careful. I'm gonna blend this out. Okay, this is a good lesson. If you guys ever find yourself in this situation where you have a little bit too much blush on, you can just take your powder brush with a little bit of translucent powder and just go over it. And then you can just kind of blend it back out and it'll kind of blend everything together again. Translucent powder kind of acts as like a makeup eraser, if you will. All right, that's a little bit better. We're gonna move on and I'm gonna go in with my favorite bronzer. This is the Burberry Fresh Glow in the color Rose Gold. And it's just the most gorgeous highlight ever. All right, the next step is going to really help blend all of the makeup together. This is my Milani setting spray. It's the Make It Last, and I am obsessed with this stuff. It's so affordable. Okay, so you just spray it everywhere, and then I'm taking my EcoTool sponge again, and I'm just gonna pounce this back into all of my skin, and this is going to help make all of my face makeup kind of melt into my skin and all blend together really, really seamlessly. So anything that, like that blush that was a little bit too harsh, all of that will kind of blend away as you pounce this in. So my face makeup is done. That blush ended up not being a big deal at all after I blended it out and then I set my face. So we're good to go on that. We're gonna move on to the eyes. And I'm gonna do something pretty simple. This is my Tarte Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. It is my go-to palette. I use this every single day. So we already have that bronzer in our crease and kind of all over our lid. So I'm just gonna darken up the crease a little bit. I'm going to use Leader, which is this color. It's a really pretty like dark maroony color. And I'm taking this on my Zoeva Petite Crease brush. You can use any small crease brush, and I'm just gonna put this into the outer V very, very lightly. I don't want it to be too pigmented, and if you lay it down too aggressively, you're gonna have a really hard time blending it out. So just have a really, really light hand and kind of place it where you want it, and then I'll blend it out with a brush that doesn't have any product on it. All right, I'm gonna blend it out with this large fluffy brush. And this brush doesn't have any product on it whatsoever, so this will kind of just help blend everything in. And remember that you can start with a small amount of product and add product very easily, but it is really hard to take away product. So keep that in mind as you're adding any pigment anywhere. And I am just kind of taking it, once I don't have much product on my brush anymore, I'm just taking it into the crease, but really trying to stay low on the crease. I don't want it to go too high. All right, and again, I'm going to take that brush with no product on it and blend and make sure we don't have any harsh lines. All right, we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. Take me away. Alright, now I'm going to go into Firecracker, which is this really nice bronzy shade, and it's a shimmer shade, and I'm taking this on my Real Techniques shading brush, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. Alright, now that I have my lid color on, I'm going to go back into the color leader, that dark color we put into the outer V, and I'm just going to darken that back up. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go in with my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. This is my favorite right now. I cannot get enough of it. And I'm just going to do my eyeliner really quick. I just did a baby wing, and now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm using the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. I haven't tried the other colors of this, but this mascara is absolutely amazing, and it is so affordable. So I'm just going to pop this on, and then I will be right back. I always do 2 coats of mascara, but I'm going to wait for my first coat to dry before I go in with the second coat. So while I wait, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with the exact same colors that we went in on the eyelid. So I'm going to go in with that maroon shade leader, and I'm just going to take this on my Real Techniques smudge brush, and then I'm just going to place this on the lower lash line, and I'm going to go about halfway in. And then I'm just taking that brush with some tissue and kind of getting the pigment off of it so that I can do some more blending without having extra product, because I don't want it to be super harsh, and I just like to blend it out a lot. I know a lot of people like super dramatic lash lines, and I just feel like it looks crazy on me. Alright, my eyes are done. I am so lazy, and I just don't really do anything with my brows because my brows are naturally so full. So I usually just brush them up so that, because the brow hair is so long, I'll usually just brush them up, and then I'll sometimes put in a clear brow gel, sometimes I won't. It just depends. I don't think I'm going to today. But I really like the Milani clear brow gel and the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. Both of those are great. The Anastasia one is super strong, and so your brows will feel kind of like they're stuck in place, which is a good thing. And then the Milani one is a little bit more of a flexible hold. So now that most of my makeup is done, it's time for a lippy. I am just going to wipe off the excess of that balm that I put on so that I don't have extra stuff, so that my lip color will stick. And today I'm going to go in with a nude lip, because for me this is a pretty bold eye. I don't wear eyeshadow that often. You can definitely go in with like a red lip, would be really pretty with this, or like a dark vampy lip, but I'm going to go in with the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner. This is in the color Stealth, and I think this is such a pretty nude. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. And then I'm going to go over it with this Buxom Full On Lip Cream. This is my favorite lip product, and this is in the color Blushing Margarita, and it's just gonna add a gloss. This is my absolute favorite lip combination at the moment. I just think it's so perfect for literally any look that you're doing. This lip will go with it. So this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like I mentioned before, everything that I mentioned will be linked down below in the bottom bar in case you are looking for it. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.